podcasting. We are pod.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't change the date behind me.
Oh, shut it down. Shut it, end the stream.
Everything
Shut down
Shut it down.
everything.
I'm deleting the Twitch channel. Hold on. Start from
I
scratch.
quit. I quit.
37
February.
March 7th. What's good in the hood?
It's a March 2K bug. The Twitch load up was pretty great. Thanks, Dr. Dead Tree. I don't know, maybe I made it a little bit. Maybe I made it on stream a little bit.
Tim made it.
And it was just, Amy helped me make it. Like, she was giving me suggestions on stream as I was making it. But it just so happened that it had kind of a planetary theme to it with next week's guest being
Yeah.
Liz.
Oh, already changed
Oh,
the name
Duke's
of
coming
Timmy
in
Cam.
hot.
Hey, T.
How's it going, T? Hello, Doc. Obviously, hello, Duke.
Hello, Duke. What do you want that Timmy Cam changed to, Duke?
He told me the other day he wanted to change it to a couple things, but changed his.
Cancel Queen.
Hey, fam. I'm letting y'all know this is my birthday episode. So if y'all ain't got a drink, a smoke, or something, go get it now.
Yep.
Get it now.
That's why we're doing the pre-show. So you
Yeah.
can get up.
Yep.
Go get your drink. Timmy Cam. Cancel Queen.
How did that? Hold on, he spelled it.
It's just regular cancel.
Yeah.
And then Queen is
KW.
KWEEN.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Washington.
Oh, y'all got some good shit. Thank you for the birthday love. I appreciate that, T. I appreciate all the birthday wishes people have sent out.
Did you have a good birthday?
All right, so
You know it's going to be good when it starts with. All right, so
So what happened was
well, this is our pre-show is you should be lucky that I smoke.
yes,
oh yeah.
I'm familiar.
All right, so mine this week is this. If somebody does some fucked up shit and then they apologize about the fucked up shit
Mm-hmm.
through text message, mind you,
Mm-hmm.
and then proceeds to ask you for a favor,
No. No. I'm going to give you the finger wave for that.
No.
No. I'm not even going to move the rest of my hand. See this? Do you see this only finger action?
Only fingers. Check out Amy's Only Fingers.
Check out my only finger.
only fingers.
Don't get people excited.
But yeah, that is my. All right, that happened on my birthday.
On your birthday.
On my birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
And shout out the person who did it. Knew it was my birthday.
Did they say happy birthday?
Yes, they did.
Oh, good.
They said happy birthday, but it was all in the setup to
Can I ask
need it
like
for
what
free.
kind of favor? You don't have to get into specifics, but like
a ride to somewhere.
okay.
That was not a quick excursion.
Hey, you want to inconvenience yourself on your birthday for me? Could
Right.
You, could you do that for me?
Right. Now, mind you, this person was hating before I was born. This is about my brother, you guys.
Hey, KB. First thing, happy birthday. Second, I need a ride to St. Louis. Could you? Could you do that for me real quick? Be a quick. What is that? 4 hours, just there, and then I don't know how long you take to get back, but
Yeah, that's on you.
that's on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Once I'm out of the car, you just don't exist to me. So
I was just like, bro, I haven't heard from you since I snapped on you, which was like a month ago. Like,
Yeah.
and
you
then
remember? You
yeah,
remember?
yeah.
It wasn't long ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I went all the way in on him, and then he's like, "Yeah, my bad. Happy birthday." I was like, "All right, cool. I appreciate that." And then it was like, "Hey."
While I have you here, You ever text somebody something else before you ask them a question just to get them in conversation?
Right.
That's what he just did to you.
Yeah. And listen, dear God, you know, like you love your family and everything, but dear God, don't do that. I'm gonna go on record and say, do not do that on somebody's birthday. And I was late to dinner with Miss Anita because of that shit.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, hold up, I need to spark up because that shit.
You are lucky. My birthday, I had a little bit of fuck shit for my birthday too.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my uncle, our birthdays are a couple days apart. And generally, every year, since my Aunt Karen has had my number, she's texted me for my birthday, and I have texted her to say, hey, tell Uncle so-and-so. I've already said the names, why do I care? Tell Uncle Dave I said happy birthday. So that's usually how that goes.
Right.
So I never got a text, which I didn't even think about until 2 days later when my mom said, did you wish your favorite uncle a happy birthday? And I'm like, I didn't. Let me go do that. So I text my Aunt Karen and I say, hey, Aunt Karen, could you tell my favorite Uncle Dave happy birthday for me? Thinking that is going to spark a memory in my Aunt Karen, and she's going to go, oh, fuck, Dave, we forgot to wish our favorite niece a happy birthday. And she said, I sure will. Thanks, honey. And I'm like, no problem. No problem.
I don't be tripping out when people like forget my birthday necessarily, because I don't put it up on like social media. Like, you actually have to remember my birthday to, you know what I'm saying?
Miss Anita, if you are friends with Miss Anita, she will make it known.
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah.
And I love her for it.
Well, what's funny about it is we were driving to dinner and she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you posted quite a few pictures on my birthday. And she was like, yeah. I was like, you know, you can just make an album, like you could post them all at once. And then she was like, I didn't know how to do it. And this is the reason.
You got a morning happy birthday.
Fam. I was like, and people was like responding like on every photo. So I was like, fuck, like, because if you put it all in, see this, all right, this is shitty to say. No lie. The reason why I took my birthday off of social media, off Facebook, was because honestly, getting notifications all day and shit
is
annoying and shit. And then like trying to respond to people and all that shit, and I feel like a dick when I don't respond to everybody or whatever. So I do the general post. So thank you for the. So like I don't even. But the fact that she posted like 25 pictures.
Kara said, "Leave her alone." It was all day in her spirit. It was beautiful. I loved every one of them.
It's sweet. Listen, I'm not mad at Miss Anita. I said this. I had one friend, Tay. Mm-hmm. She sent me a happy birthday the next day, and she was like, I feel like the biggest dick. Like I was like, dude, I was like, the only people that I really expect to remember my birthday are the people who were involved, which is my mom and dad. If they fuck up and forget, it's an issue.
Yeah.
Everybody else,
whatever.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so she's like, no, I feel bad or whatever. Like, you know, like despite all of that, she was really sweet. She brought me flowers. It was very sweet. And I appreciate that. I appreciate her. Like, you know, and so my mom was like, oh, that was really sweet of her. So she was like, did Mercury wish you a happy birthday? And I was like, no, she didn't. No?
Oh, no.
Mercury did not. Mercury.
We fucked up.
What?
It's our fault.
No. The reason why she didn't remember was because it wasn't her birthday.
Oh, okay.
She's one of those people, like, if it ain't about her, then, you know. Anyways, but yeah,
That's the face I'm gonna make.
But the people that, once again, why I'm smoking, yo, don't ask people to really do shit on their birthday.
Don't test me on my day. Don't
you know what I'm saying?
On my day.
Remember when we were kids? Like, if it was your birthday, you didn't have to do chores that day.
Right.
Like, you don't do shit on your birthday.
Nope.
Them's the rules.
Them the rules, fam. And
you know what? Our parents, looking back, our parents were actually like, they did too much for us.
Yeah.
We got to go out. Okay, my parents had 4 kids. And for our birthdays, we got to pick whatever restaurant we wanted to go to.
okay, that's standard.
And then we got to go to like a store that the birthday boy or girl picked.
Okay, that's
Usually,
fair.
Like Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, Best Buy were like, I think 2 of the main.
Right.
Okay. So then, I don't know if it was always like this or maybe when I just came around, but then the birthday boy or girl got to get the largest amount in present, like a $10 gift, right? And the other kids got to get like, you know, a $2 gift. Or
Oh, they got something?
yeah.
If I recall, it was like the present was like a $30 or $40 gift, and then the other kids would each get like a $10 gift.
Oh no,
That's
that ain't
still
happening.
pretty-
No, that
That's
ain't
what
your
I'm
birthday.
saying.
That is not
That's
your.
what I'm saying.
That is
Now-
not your birthday,
Now
fam.
we got John and Lily, who are, you know, the young kids in the family.
Mhm.
And on John's birthday, they'll buy something for Lily, and on Lily's birthday, they'll buy something for John.
See,
And
that's
I
how
do-
kids
and I do
end
the
up
same
reaching. Kids, see, that's how kids end up. You remember that one girl? Did y'all see that viral video of the girl trying to blow out her shit and her little sister?
Yes.
Dude, her little
That's-
sister was having none of that.
Like that's what breeds that. No, fam. People gotta learn. Hey, this is a special day for this motherfucker. Just let them have their day. You get to have your day.
We ended up all right.
No, you guys ended up cool, but I'm just saying.
I'm
Yeah.
looking back now, realizing that I give my parents shit for that, like for doing that for John.
That's
and
really
Lily.
sweet.
I also do that.
No,
I got something for John on Lily's
listen,
birthday.
it's really sweet. It's really sweet. I get it. But
I'm realizing how much my parents did for us now that I'm
yeah,
an adult.
yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking money. Taking 4 kids out to dinner and meals that they know they could have just cooked at home.
Yep.
Every fucking time.
All
I
right,
got a
where
grilled
was
cheese.
all right, so where was your birthday spot? What was the
well,
restaurant?
we had like local spots that we like to go to too.
Okay.
Sarah's place in Shanahan was a place we'd go to. Lone Star in Shanahan was a place we'd
When
go
it
to.
was there was a place called Giorgio's in Joliet that I would always request to go to.
Wow.
That was
There was a while that the birthday, I feel like it was you too, that would pick Old Country Buffet.
I don't think that was.
You don't think that was you? So one of the birthday boys would always pick Old Country Buffet when that was around.
Yeah, the Old Country Buffet is like, was it me or was it good for like 2 months and then after 2 months it was popped?
I feel like I don't remember Old Country Buffet, anything in it except getting ice cream at the end. Wasn't there a point where like the boys made you eat wasabi and said it was
Oh no,
ice
that
cream?
was on a vacation. We were on.
That was on vacation?
Yeah. And we hit a buffet.
Oh, that's
They
mean.
Put a bunch of wasabi, and they're like, "Oh, it's vanilla pudding."
I
Kara
also-
said Ponderosa, baby. Oh yeah, Ponderosa used to be lit.
Now as an adult, if the world was open, it's usually the Cheesecake Factory and their fucking 50-page menu.
Remember that your mom and dad got like $250.
Can we talk about how? Oh my bad. I just go ahead.
No, you're
No,
fine.
that was it.
How the Cheesecake Factory has one of the wackest menus ever.
It's so all over the place. And I will tell
How
you.
you got mini
the-
tacos and pot stickers, fam?
You have everything.
do
You
you
want pasta? You want pizza? Do you want chicken? Do you want Mexican cuisine? Do you want? There's 50 pages.
By the way, we also got cheesecake, bitch.
It's
You want-
19 pages of cheesecake. 19 pages. And I have never, ever been to a Cheesecake Factory and not opened my menu and there was a butter packet stuck in my menu. Every single time. I don't know if this is a thing that people are like, let's stuff butter in. But they do it every time. Every time. I've been to the Cheesecake Factory many times.
Dude, no, some of these spots like where people be like, oh, they got some good food. Like, no, they don't. You know who is on my list of like I can't fuck with them?
Applebee's. Chili's.
Chili bees.
Chili Beans.
Chili Bees, Red Lobster.
I don't fucks with
For
Red
that
Lobster.
seafood lover in you?
I love seafood. I refuse.
Yeah.
It's
I get
garbage.
it.
It's garbage, dude. Red Lobster has a terrible menu. And
For the biscuits?
not even that, fam. Olive Garden is another one I don't like.
Olive Garden does not agree with me one bit.
Yeah, because they don't.
Neither does Chili's.
Dude, I was like, how did y'all undercook the rice and the chicken?
Red Lobster is fast food seafood. Yeah.
No, Long John Silver's was fast.
Well, it is. Kara hates Chick-fil-A. I don't fucks with Chick-fil-A either.
Chick-fil-A loves
I think
hate,
it's just the sauce that people like at Chick-fil-A. I don't even think it's.
That's how Raising Cane's is too. It's just a sauce. Yeah.
You can buy Cheddar Bay biscuits and make them at home.
Facts. But yeah, those are the ones on my shit list. They have terrible menus to me. So does Cooper's Hawk.
I've had it once. Someone took me on a date to Cooper's Hawk once. It was a terrible date. It was terrible. Food wasn't even good. I don't want the wine. I don't care.
You're not much of a wine drinker
No,
either.
I'm not. So why? Why wouldn't you bring me to a place that serves like mixed Malort drinks? Know your demographic. What the fuck?
Hey, dude, that is one thing we could definitely talk about, the dating demographic.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause yeah.
Okay.
You ready to get this
We can get this.
rolling?
We can get this started.
Holy crap, are we starting on time and everything?
Are we?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, folks.
It's 2:02. All right.
That's pretty close.
Let's do it.
Let's do it in 5, 4.
It's time to laugh, 'cause boredom is just torture. KB and Amy have just worked it out to order. Pull up but share, it's the happy corner.
It's just the homies today, 'cause it's KB's birthday, and I'm here to say that we getting real turned, we getting real drunk, we fucking each other, and we gonna hump. Not Timmy and Amy, not Timmy and Amy, that's called incest, not Timmy and
I was on board for the first half. Not gonna lie.
You had me in the first half, and then I left.
But I
quit the
cleaned it
podcast.
up. I cleaned it up for y'all
Okay.
at that.
I appreciate that. I was like, I didn't know what we were doing on the podcast. Wow. Okay. Hello.
We're turning some corners on the podcast.
I guess so.
This is a whole new pod.
Welcome to the Happy Corner.
Welcome to the Happy Corner podcast. Super lit is KB and Amy today. We got Nitra calling in. Got Timmy back there, already smoking out. Got Adele over there, I thought, in the audience.
Our one and only thought.
We got cats and a dog running around. So Yeah, this
we
is
got
the Happy
people
Corner
chilling
podcast.
with us in the
chat.
chat. Hello, everybody. I've eaten an edible, so it should be a good day. It should
sipping
be.
an edible too.
I am sipping. I did just take a drink of that. I forgot.
It tastes good, right?
What is it?
It is liquid THC. It's a juice. It's a Jim's juice. They come in 200 milligrams of juice.
If you haven't noticed, before the episode started, Timmy's cam has already been changed. Tim has been a total cancel queen this past week, along with just
What was being canceled this week, y'all?
Duke Ram Jam got canceled.
Duke Ram Jam got canceled.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure.
In Timmy's stream. A lot of stuff got canceled this week.
Yeah. Did you see that the like little TikTokers is trying to cancel Eminem? I was like, you guys,
Yikes.
you
Good luck.
guys.
Because of violent like content, is that what they're saying? Like
In the song "Love the Way You Lie," they're like, "This is a toxic relationship. He's
Okay.
abusive." I'm like, "That's the
Whoa,
whole
That's the one
point
you pick?
of the
That's
song."
the one? That's the one we're going with, kids?
The one where he acknowledges the abuse and toxic relationship. That's
Oh
the-
my
okay.
Man, that would be
Oh.
like saying Dr. Seuss is canceled just because someone in his estate decided that
Let's
6 books shouldn't.
talk. 6 books you guys don't even fucking know. You know like one of them.
Bam, I'm not even going front.
I don't
When
know
that
any of
Dr.
them.
Seuss came out, I was like, word, he got racist shit? Then I saw it, I was like, oh, they removing it? All right, whatever. I've never read those. I didn't even know the name of those books until they decided to remove them bitches.
Right.
I'm not even fronting.
either.
I'm not even fronting.
Me either. No idea. But for the record, Dr. Seuss, not canceled. Wasn't canceled, never been canceled. Wasn't canceled.
Honestly, should have been canceled. Cheated on his wife who had cancer.
What a dick.
Yeah. She was
That's
like on her
not nice.
deathbed. Cheated on her. He's a
Not
piece
nice.
of shit.
Not nice. Not nice. But again, this was the company that decided to do that. This wasn't a bunch of angry fucking assholes. Like, oh,
You want to
This is
know?
a state.
You want to know how much nobody gave a fuck about them books? The people that they offended didn't even bring up the offense. We did. Nobody fucking read those ones.
nope.
No one. We know Cat in the Hat. We know the Lorax.
This
We know
doesn't impact
all
me.
the things you go or
This
do or
has-
whatever the one when you graduate high school. That
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
with $1 in between every page.
This has no
That's it.
impact. Oh, that sounds nice.
Green
This
eggs
has
and ham.
no impact on my life.
We ain't read them other books. The fuck,
Neither does a potato gender.
fam.
I don't care about potato dicks.
Th-
Holy shit.
I was like, fam, they're actually just. I feel like they're just trying to like lower their carbon emission because now there's just less packaging. Because I did find that redundant. Like it's just a potato and you put whatever the fuck you want on it. So
Yeah.
why not just like
So
put
they
it all?
take it, they put it all in one box and they're like, okay, now this is Potato Head. Make them how you wanna. This is either Mr. Potato Head or Mrs. Potato Head.
Fam, they
or
trying to save
whatever
money. This
the
ain't got
fuck-
shit. This has nothing to do. They was like, you know what? We could flip this. We could flip this into being like totally pro, non-gender bullshit. But really, we just want to save money on packaging. We just buy half.
Figure it out.
Like, what the fuck? All of this shit that people was bugging out about, I was like, fam, this is a non-issue. Like, all of that was a non-issue.
The comparisons that people have been making are what have been getting me the worst. Cardi B sings a song about wet ass pussy, but you're gonna cancel a children's books. These are two vastly different subjects we're talking about.
It's
here.
almost like one of those things are a bunch of apples, and the other thing is a bunch of oranges.
Yeah, but they're all fruit. No. No.
They're all fruit. Episode title.
They're all fruit. Like, fam, no, that is not the same thing as, like, first off, that music, because y'all fought for it in the 80s with Tipper Gore and shit, is labeled adult content.
I knew it was Tipper Gore. I had one right. Yes.
All right? So, like,
Someone redeemed shots in the chat anyway, so I mean, I think we just all take a shot anyway.
don't say we all like you drink.
I have my V8 sparkling
Timmy
energy drink.
said, we all take a shot. You over here
He said, I think
juicing
we
that
all-
shit.
I'll eat these 2 edibles. How's that?
Okay.
Fair. Tim's gonna be so wasted.
I know.
Okay.
Tim gonna be asleep by the end of the stream.
All right,
Like,
so we have to take a shot, thanks to T, birthday shot. And someone did say a word.
it was me.
Wait,
It was me.
2 people said a word.
yeah. Guess which 2 people?
Adele,
It was you and Adele.
Yo.
T.
KB and KB.
KB and Amy.
All right, so do we have to take 2? Like, what do we
I think everyone just.
take a shot?
We'll take a shot.
All right.
I am gonna have some more of the rocks. Can you hand me a shot glass?
Yeah. You're gonna.
Hopefully Sterling lets it slide.
We're both rose today.
Oh, that's good. She's still alive and kicking.
Yeah.
So.
That's the vibes we need. Alive and
Hey,
kicking.
hey,
That's our standard.
Yeah, vibe check while I take this shot. That new Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars
I
is
wish we could fucking play
fucking
it.
hard as fuck. If you have not heard that fucking song, dude,
It's so good.
it's so fucking good. Like,
Listen to it. while
get
we
you
ta-
some whatever.
While we leave the door open. Yes. It is so sexy.
Fam, I wanted some cognac. I wanted to pick out my fro, throw on some gold chains,
Put my feet up.
some silk,
Kick it.
like just out there, just
Maybe a fire. I don't know. KB, are you drinking the Rocks tequila?
I am.
I'm outraged.
Has anybody watched his TV show?
No. Why would I do that?
Because he's going to be president someday.
I'd love to rock, but I was like, bro, we didn't want this.
No, we didn't need it.
I heard his TV show is just setting up the concept of him running for president. Because isn't the show like him starting as like he's running for president and he's telling the story of himself, like growing up? Am I missed? Is that not the point of his show?
I have every single app and cable, and I have not bothered to watch that show at all. I have no desire to watch that show.
If I want to, I could just, like, he's got a TikTok probably. Like, I don't need to see. Happy birthday.
Cheers, guys.
What words did we say?
KB said fam, and Amy said birthday.
Fam, how you going to use that?
On my birthday?
Why'd you give me birthday?
Fam, like, do you know how hard it is for me not to say it?
No, I know. I thought you wanted to drink for your birthday.
Okay. We'll see with the next word. I'm sure I'll hit that shit.
Probably. If I had to guess. What is wrong with me today? Okay. That's why I can't drink.
So nobody is getting canceled, y'all.
Nobody's.
But you know what I like about them focusing on that shit? I was like, all the policy shit that's happening right now.
All the shit you could really be mad about?
All the shit that you could really focus in on, and you gonna focus in on that bullshit, like.
Tiffany is requesting to be canceled. Because she's just so exhausted. Very few things. You know what? Like, I don't want to hear it. They've been canceling people forever.
Fam, if you don't like them, don't give them your money.
Period.
And your attention.
Period.
That's it. You cannot control what other motherfuckers want to do.
Nikes that you already paid for. You understand they already have your money.
Now, this is
you burning your shoes.
This is both sides. Both sides. Like
I know.
This is a one of those things where I'm just like, dude, like all of this shit, like at the end of the day, you can't go back in time and be like, oh, this shit's racist. I'm like, fam, it's satire. Like during that time, that it was satire. Yes, we have evolved, but we have to look back and, you know, put it in its contextual time. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, damn, bro, like y'all are bugging. It's too much. You can't. Hey, fam, none of y'all shit is perfect either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I just think that it's, and I don't mean to be like this old person railing on. It's not an age thing. It's not a race thing. It's just people who, I feel like there's a lot of people like that are allowed to say shit, and because they're saying shit, and they might not even be in the majority. Like, I swear to God, if you went and asked a majority of people, like, what do you think about the Mr. Potato Head shit? They'd be like, what's wrong with Mr. Potato Head? Yeah. And then you would tell them what it is, and they'd be like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
Right. If you told them what was actually going on.
Yeah.
But when you twist your narrative to, I mean, people were like pertaining to Mr. Potato Head and Dr. Seuss. People were posting pictures of the Cat in the Hat and saying like with canceled across, and I'm like, no,
that's not what it is. Like,
no. And the Potato Head, they're like,
let's put it into perspective about the Dr. Seuss shit. The books that got removed because of their content, which I think they're in the Smithsonian anyways, they're preserved. We still got them. But if you buy that pack of books, of Dr. Seuss books, the ones that are perfectly crisp, like never open, it was those books, the ones that you ain't never fucking read. Yeah. Like, I was just like, wait, what? Dr. Seuss? The first thing I saw was Dr. Seuss is getting canceled. I'm like, what? Then I read it and I was like,
no,
that's not what's happening at all. And then I always like to call out people when they read they post
read
the headline
and not
and
the
not the
article.
article.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do that. They just react to the headline. And I'm like, the headline is like an advertisement to get you into the club.
It's clickbait.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to, they know your dumbass is only going to listen to some shit like that. They can't do a nuanced headline because it's going to be too long and most people are just going to zoom
It's
past
clickbait.
it.
You have to entice them in.
Like, that's the reason why NPR stay begging for money every quarter. So like, they don't do clickbait shit.
Right.
It's just
Real shit. People are like, I'm not going to read that. But so many people rely on the shares of their articles based on people who are just reading
the headline
of the article and not reading the article. There will be straight up articles that you open them and they're like, you're a dumb bitch. And they'll be like, look at this. No idea.
I like
None.
the motherfuckers that crop the picture but not put the link in there. And oh, you want to know how petty I am? I go find an article and read the article and be like, what you have done by not linking the article?
Right. Don't send me a screenshot of the article. Send me the article so I can also
read it.
You gave me a headline and a picture. What am I supposed to do with that? I want to read whatever your point is.
Yeah. And then what's funny is I love it when they do that, when it's an article in favor of their perspective, but it's from a media news source that they're so-called like not trusted.
Right.
Like, I'm like,
you don't trust this news source. Why are you using it as a news source?
as a okay.
You're not helping.
Okay.
You're not helping.
Yeah, there's some whack shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. That's unnecessary. So yeah, as far as cancel culture goes, whatevs.
It's a lot of made up shit, but also there are a lot of people, like you said, trying to cancel shit, like Eminem.
Fam.
Like everybody's gonna
He already went through the controversy.
Yeah.
When it mattered.
Well,
like when it had an impact.
The people are trying to cancel weren't alive for it. Like they were like toddlers.
Right. I remember when like he would say a bunch of homophobic shit and then him and Elton John like sat down and had a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact
Eminem
that
was doing all the shit that we talk about when you get canceled, so to speak, all the shit that you're supposed to do and that go in the right direction.
Yeah.
And when he fucked up, he paid for it. Every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what we want.
Which Kanye West is the same way. I've never seen, dude, you can say what you want about him. I've never seen a motherfucker be able to bounce back from the dickest shit that he's done. We're never going to see this type of shit again. You're not going to see another Kanye West. For the better or the worse.
No.
You're not.
No.
Like a dude that came out like talking about like, hey fam, like hip hop is really homophobic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he came out and said that like we got to be more conscious of like, you know what I'm saying, like what we're saying about certain shit like that. Like through the whole Taylor Swift shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to actually bounce back and with a song where give it up for the douchebags, give it up for the assholes, and you're like,
you,
yeah.
He's like, give it up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, for better or for worse, you're not gonna see no shit like that again. Like we got to start.
You know what the problem is that we have such access to these celebrities.
That's what I was about to say.
That we can see that they're actually just like real people that fuck up.
Right.
We see too much into their lives.
Yeah.
Me and Tim have always tried to live by the motto like of don't meet your heroes. You're gonna find out that they're pieces of shit. There have been lots of people that Tim has looked up to or liked as actors, comedians that have been fucking canceled. And Tim's had to be
who was your top person that you like? Fuck, that motherfucker got canceled.
Tim's is Kevin
Spacey.
Yeah, I was a big Kevin Spacey.
He was a big Kevin Spacey.
And then a comedian I really liked was TJ Miller. And then he just got on a bunch of fuck shit. But
what happened with him?
He did so TJ Miller, like he found out he had like literal issues with his brain. and had to get brain surgery.
Oh, okay.
And they told him like, hey, this is one of those surgeries where like there's a chance you come out of this with a completely different personality. And like he's an already like pretty out there character.
Right.
But then like after that, and like I'm pretty sure he's got a pretty severe cocaine issue.
Cocaine.
Allegedly. But yeah, he called in he got in a fight with an Uber driver after Trump was elected because the Uber driver was like saying he was happy Trump got elected. So TJ got in a fight with him. He called in like a bomb threat on a train because some lady was fucking with him. I don't know. It was just like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, he did a lot of fucking weird shit after all that. And it was like, what do you excuse because of... Now, Kevin Spacey, yeah, that was a shocking one.
No, Kevin Spacey need to be in jail, fam.
In jail.
Yep.
Because I don't know. I'll say this much about like Cosby and R. Kelly. Their witnesses and victims are still alive. Kevin Spacey's aren't. So, except for one. The other two just mysteriously.
And
that's the same.
To
And
come out and be like, well, I'm gay as his excuse.
like, bro, no. Don't
Being
do that
gay
to the...
is an excuse to be a fucking pedophile.
Don't do that to our community, fam.
Yeah.
Nah, we not
Eat
owning that shit.
all the dicks, Kevin Spacey. That one was... But, like, that sucked, but I was not hesitant. Like, I'm like, okay, fuck Kevin Spacey. Never. And I'm glad that everybody that was working with Kevin Spacey took the same... Was there anybody that came out and defended that man?
No. And the other thing about that is I think that the dude that really led the charge that is well respected in theater and in the film industry, Anthony Rapp. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but if you've seen Rent, he plays Mark, the little blonde haired dude.
Okay.
And so like he was 14 and Kevin Spacey, they were working on a play in theater, and he was like, he invited me back. He was handing me booze back to his place. I'm like 14, 15. He was like, oh, I'll make sure you get home, da-da-da-da. And because Anthony Rapp is in the industry, and he's so well respected in theater, like I said, and in film and shit, people was like, oh, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's not going to get touched. But the other little buddies, they not at that level.
Right.
And so, yeah, they got touched, bro. And what I mean by touched is, like, they're dead. His witnesses are, like... And the eerie shit is he put out that little weird-ass, like, Christmas bullshit, kill him with kindness shit that he was saying and all that bullshit. And then the buddy died, like, a week later. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, he wilding with that. So, yeah, Kevin Spacey need to be in jail.
Kevin Spacey does need to be in jail. And it just, anytime, like, Kevin Spacey came out, like, put videos out after that and just, like, not acknowledging anything. Just totally fucking eerie. And it was just unsettling. Like, it was just...
You can step out of character eventually. You can step out of character. You don't gotta be Kaiser Soze the whole time. Who was your canceled homie? Like, who was that artist that got canceled for you?
Oh, of course it was Louis.
Yeah.
But it wasn't fucking shocking. You had been telling me that since season 1 of the Happy Corner podcast.
Now, here's my whole thing with the Louis thing. I wasn't like, and you can't cancel somebody who controls so much of their content, their what, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had already created an independent path where his fans was gonna rock with him regardless.
And they did.
And they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I think that his shit was I think that like how he addressed everything when he eventually did, kinda. I for him to be the comedian that he is, I wish he would have attacked it more. Not attack as in defend. Attack as in, okay, now you're stepping out with new content. Like, actually own up to it. Take that moment. Like, Aziz Ansari took the moment to kind of own up to whatever. And his wasn't even as egregious as Louis C.K. And to me, I'm gonna keep it real with Louis C.K. I think that like comedically, if you fuck with him, I totally get it. As a person, I don't fucking know him. I don't know whatever. But I just think that like when we get into that mindset, because like for me it was like Bill Cosby was like it for me, where I was just like, I appreciate all the good shit you did. That doesn't mean you get to get away with bad shit though.
Right.
Like you have to get to that point of like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to acknowledge both. Like, yeah, you did a lot for culturally, for like, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew so many black kids that they went to college because they watched A Different World. Like showing black kids going to college was like a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? Like different shit like that. So like him, you know, donating so much to, you know, and being a force of positivity within communities or whatever. That's dope, but that doesn't mean you get to rape people.
No, you don't get to rape people.
You know what I'm saying? Like
using your status to take advantage of people is disgusting. And that's another thing about Louis that was troubling. Like it wasn't just like the act of what he was doing. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. Yeah. But I've said before and I'll say again, for the women that came forward, there are many women that didn't. Right. And as far as the canceling, that just goes as that's just like a public acknowledgement of you did some fucked up shit. Yeah. And we're calling you on it. That's where you got to start. You know what I'm saying? Like some public acknowledgement that you fucked up. And TJ in the chat makes a good point. The fact that he isn't in jail is enough to know cancel culture isn't real. Because Spacey should be in jail. Yeah. So like, to me, it's just more of honestly, cancel culture just means how hard is your wallet gonna get hit. Yeah. And for how long? Yeah. That's all it really is. Look at the difference in people trying to hold that fucking mullet buddy accountable for shit. And the Dr. Seuss shit. I saw somebody on like Facebook Marketplace trying to I have all the Mr. Potato Head shit. If you have these books, I will trade you. Yo, fam, I'm gonna say, you know who it's about to go down with, and I can't wait to watch this. Mark my words, Dr. Phil. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, hey, fuck Dr. Phil, man. As somebody who used to watch Dr. Phil, that douchebag, bro.
We watch a commentary channel that does a lot of Dr. Phil, and they're like, Dr. Phil hasn't been sending people to the ranch lately. You notice that? And now the Daniel Bergoli came out and said all that shit, and yeah. You know what? What did Bad Baby say? And you know what? Everybody get this little bitch like a lot of heat, but we have on this podcast. Yeah. We have on this podcast. And I will continue when she do dumb shit. Yes. She does. Yes, she does dumb shit. She does dumb shit. Yep. And stop saying you're a teenager. Like, you got to be 20 by now. Like, bitch. Like, that bitch. I'm 14. You been 14 for 6 years, fam? No. You have not been 14 for 6 years. Like, seriously. Oh, my God. No, that ranch that he was sending people to or whatever, they was doing some greasy shit, which, of course, they was doing some greasy shit. Like, anytime shit is like, you can't contact family and shit like that, like, bro. Shady. That is some shit. That's some shady ass shit. And so they coming out and saying shit about it. And I'm glad they are, because Dr. Phil is a fucking dick. Dr. Phil hasn't renewed his licensing since 2006. Dr. Phil. So Dr. Phil is a TV doctor. That motherfucker sit up there and talk shit at you and not even fully understand the situation. Like, that motherfucker, like, he is the biggest know-it-all fucking douchebag. He's the that's okay. All that fucking money, and you still either shave it off or get implants, but not both. Dr. You sitting up there looking like a Muppet and shit. I'm gonna admit this. Dr. Phil was a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, Dr. Phil's probably still on the DVR.
Okay, and I haven't watched
Dude,
it.
he like the white Judge Joe Brown. Like, I swear to God, like, both of them straight up dicks, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude,
Yeah,
y'all some old ass, like, y'all need to be punched in y'all faces.
he's real bad. I was just like, wow, look at you just exploiting these mentally ill people
Yeah.
for fucking views. And yeah, like I
And then you walk to the back with your Stepford wife and
Oh.
shit, and you bring out your non-talented ass sons or whatever. Look, little basic ass motherfuckers
really
trying to give
I
fucking.
really miss the old talk shows. Back when we had Ricky Lake and Sally and Maury was still doing just other things. besides
Montel
food.
Williams.
Oh my God, all of them.
All of that shit,
Ricky
you know,
Lake.
because they hit different demographics. They knew they
Yeah.
role.
Jenny
They
Jones.
wasn't know-it-alls. Jenny Jones, dude. Jenny Jones had gotten to a point
Who?
where it was all makeovers. It's like from geek to chic.
Steve Wilkos is still on.
Fuck Steve Wilkos.
Jerry Springer made that. I went to Jerry Springer once.
I worked with 2 producers of Jerry Springer, and I worked with one of the camera directors.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boss used to work on Jerry Springer show.
During the break, they all came out with scripts, and they're like, "This is what's going to happen next." We had one chick in the audience flash for beads, and when she raised her shirt and spun around, she was wearing just like a clear bra, and they had her. She was like one of the chick's sisters or some shit. She got on the pole. It was a whole thing.
Maybe
We have to take a birthday shot, by the way. The people
Oh, word.
are going crazy in the chat right now.
Word.
They're making us take a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're making us smoke weed.
Yep.
Okay.
They're
I'm doing that.
making us drink water.
That's probably the worst of them all.
I cannot believe
I
it.
appreciate the water. I ain't got none.
Maury
but-
is still on. Maury, they're doing virtual paternity tests. On Maury. And I know somebody because at the end of the show, it's like, hey, do you want to find out if this person is the father of your baby? Take a picture of this code.
Wait, it's a motherfucker like
Like a
hey, can
QR.
you screen share? Can I get control of screen share? You see his eyes? His eyes don't look like mine.
They do.
You see his nose?
It's Maury on his couch.
Hold up, I got a PowerPoint for this. Hold on.
They do. They do.
Fam. Like, how you
One-on-one
doing
screen.
that
They're
shit?
still
fucking,
talking shit
like-
to each other, as they do.
And don't have a bad internet connection because
No,
I'm really
all of 'em
roasting
are
your
good.
ass.
All of them are good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maury would have fat babies. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It would be like, this is my 2-year-old. He's 77 pounds.
That motherfucker look like a butter
Michelin-
roll,
he's a
fam.
little
Like,
Michelin man.
yeah.
They're like luring him out with biscuits. They're like, come on, baby.
Dude, one time they had a baby on there and it was like he eats a bucket of fries. I was like, where do you get a bucket of fries?
Oh my God. All those shows used to do is Is It a Man or a Woman? Remember that?
Oh, wow.
They would
yeah.
be canceled. They would get canceled. Maury is still thriving though. He's the only who's got Drew Barrymore. Why does Drew Barrymore have her own show?
I've been saying that. I asked that on Facebook not too long ago. I was like, why does
me, Drew Barrymore?
Fam, dude, she be, fam, have you guys watched this shit? Please, yes, pour it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys watched the Drew Barrymore and see somebody not know what the fuck is going on their own fucking show? Like, she had on
None idea.
Chelsea Clinton, and she was just like, yeah. Yeah.
She's really bad. Really,
This
really
bitch
bad.
has no fucking clue what is going on. I was like, dude, Chelsea Clinton, stop using SAT words with this bitch. Say,
no idea. Drew Barrymore is white bread with no seasoned chicken. She really is.
oh my god, she is so fucking basic, fam.
She's very basic. And
That's
so I watch the news in the morning. I'll watch WGN's morning news because I think they're pretty funny.
yeah, they're funny as shit. Shout
And-
out to WGN
yeah,
morning.
shout out. I know they listen. And
Now we sending this to them. We sending this little clip.
Send this to
Hey, for
we're
real,
sending this to
Paul.
Pat.
We know y'all names, Paul, Pat, Robin.
Come on now. We know you. I watch you.
Hell
But-
yeah, Tom
but
Skilling,
I don't get to it fast enough to like change the channel, and it's Rachel
Larry.
Ray. It's Rachel Ray, and that bitch, She is fucking wasted. Nobody can tell me differently.
Facts. I was like, bitch, how is it every meal? Like, she start with the drink.
All right, this dish, we're making pancakes. You need 17 ounces of the rocks tequila. We're gonna do this. She's talking to her guest. She's like, she is that drunk who is very lovey.
Yeah.
So she's like video conferencing like Drew Barrymore, and she's like, "Oh my God, Drew,
Wait, you
don't even know."
Wait, do Rob? Wait, do Rachel Ray?
Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, Drew.
Yeah.
You don't even know how much I love you.
Totally.
And I
yeah.
appreciate your work.
Yeah.
Do you want to try some of my tequila pancakes for
I
breakfast?
love tequila. Yeah.
Okay. We gotta take this shot, and then we could just be. Rachel Ray, the one who sounds like she's been smoking for years. Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Dude, she be lit as fuck, dude. She had Cameron Diaz on there.
I don't like that little Italian bitch who corrects you if you don't say like an Italian word correctly. If you're like,
Oh,
hey, get that.
that's what is that little bitch name with the dark little curly hair? Yeah.
What is her name? If you're like, hey, we're in the kitchen here, hand me that mozzarella. She'd be like,
Mozzarella.
And you'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's
Okay.
not bruschetta. It's bruschetta.
she gets so pissed.
Formaggio.
She'll be like, okay, well,
Studiato.
what is that bitch's name?
All'università. 2 anni. Noro.
Rudy
Eleonora.
Giuliani. Let's take this fucking birthday shot.
I just said in Italian because I know Italian.
You know Italian?
Yeah.
What is this bitch's name?
Cheers.
Birthday shot.
You know we stay lit. You know what I'm saying?
And we have to do, you already smoked.
I'm gonna smoke some more.
Julia Gulia. That's who it is. That's definitely who it is.
But no, you have to. Yeah, them little cooking shows be killing me, dude. Like, have you ever tried one of their recipes and like, nope, that wasn't hidden. That
No.
wasn't. No.
No, I've never seen a recipe.
Yo,
that I
man,
just had
I'm
to
gonna
make.
tell you, a lot of the shit that Rachel Ray be making, I tried one of her recipes one time. Nope.
It wasn't yummers. as
Nope,
she
it
would
wasn't.
say.
It was not yummers. It was not
I'm
yummy. It
fucking
was not delicioso. It
Giada.
was-
That's
yes,
that bitch's
that's her
that you-
name.
Yes. Giada. She
But
will
yeah.
get on you.
Yeah, if you don't say it properly, man. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Can you please hand me the mozzarella? Is that better? She'd be like, no, it's not. Worst Cooks of America is hilarious. She's too drunk to taste the chicken.
No, that's the reason why Rachel Ray be thinking her shit be bomb is because she do be wasted. You know how when you waste it, everything tastes good?
Yes.
Like when you waste it, everything tastes good?
That's why people eat White Castle when they're drunk. That's not a sober food.
That's not a sober food.
No.
That is not a sober food.
That's you don't care about yourself. You're not thinking about your well-being in the morning.
That is a sad ass morning though. A morning after drinking and fucking White Castle, fam, and because the stench, like
It smells like White
It
Castle.
smells like White
It just
Castle,
smells like White Castle.
and then like that is an immediate like I gotta take the garbage out immediately. I need to rid myself of knowledge that I did this to myself.
I can't even have the evidence.
I
of
can't
this
have the
in my-
evidence of
not
this
in-
shit around.
Not in my home.
No.
Not where I live.
Like it's got to go, like immediately.
Yeah.
Like that is, if you eat some White Castle, fam, like that's dire.
I had a friend come up here. He lives in
Like I'll bust out the peanut
Southern-
butter and jelly
Yeah.
now before I do the White Castle.
I will take a can of quesadilla soup, and I will drain it and make a quesadilla before I will go to White Castle. I will be a chef up in this bitch. Watch me. I will not. But I had a friend come up here from Southern Illinois, and they don't have White Castles. So he was like, that's the first thing that I wanted. And I'm like, okay, that's your butthole. It's not my butthole. I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your butthole.
Yo, man,
I'm just saying I only have one bathroom. He went to the gas station.
Yep. Because you going to blow out the bathroom
like
off of White Castle.
He was gone for a long. White Castle has a cancer warning on the box of cheeseburgers.
They had to start putting pictures of what they would do to your inside.
It's like buying a pack of squares. Like, damn.
White Castle is a hangover cure, just not a butthole cure.
It's really not.
It does nothing for your butthole.
When my sisters came up here because they live in D Vegas.
That's Danville,
Illinois. If you don't know where that's at, you should, because it's D Vegas.
That's Nitra.
It's Nitra. We'll get back to D Vegas after this.
Oh, what happened? Hold on.
Somebody.
Hello, Nitra.
Hi.
What's going on over there, guys?
Nothing much. How are you doing, Nitra?
Man, it's great times. The sun is shining outside, so Sunday Fun Day is in full effect.
Nice.
Absolutely. We're pretty lit over here.
Oh, man, especially, the governor's opening stuff up on Wednesday, March 10th. Like, we're going to be 100% open. The facility's going to be operating. No mask, exactly. Now, that's, to each his own is all I'm saying.
How do you feel?
I'm going to do me, which is always the case. So I'm going to do what's best for me, and I'm going to continue to mask. There's going to be, think about it. You're around people without mask anyway. Like if you go to if you go out and sit down somewhere where they tell you, long as you sit at your table, you can take your mask off. You're still breathing. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to take my precautions. You know what I mean? And somebody had to do it, and he was the one. You know?
Yeah. And I respect that. I respect that. I think everybody should have that mindset. You do what's best for you in that situation. I mean, obviously people are very excited that they don't have to wear masks anymore. And if I were in your position, I think I would be the same way. I'd be like, you know what? I think it's best for me that I continue to do this.
Right. It was an issue when we had to wear masks. Like, everybody was like, I'm not wearing the mask. So now they're like, take it off. They're like, I'm not taking my mask off, so.
You can't please all the people all the time.
Right. It'll take some time. I'm not too mad at it because, think about it. You go somewhere, you're used to having a mask, you forget your mask. You're like, oh shit, I don't really need it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like sex. Like, taking these masks off is kind of like just sticking the tip in, you know what I mean? As if you take your mask off around people, you stuck the head in, so you might as well go ahead and do the whole shenanigan, I don't know. Just
Fuck it.
do it. Texas lost a lot of money during that freeze we had.
Yes.
So they're like, income tax season is in time. Let me open this shit up. There's a lot of people. I've been meeting a lot of people this weekend in town from out of town just because Texas is open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to those people. They was at my shows this weekend. It was good times. And also, in between me doing my shows, I happened to watch Coming to America too. Did anybody watch that?
I did, and I'm so glad I didn't say anything about it during the podcast because you said you were bringing it up, and I'm so glad you brought it up. So go for it.
Oh, yes. You know what? I enjoyed it. I definitely am going to watch it a second time for the little things that I missed in watching the first time with all the anticipation,
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited about the cameos. I was thinking to myself, the meet in the barbershop had to be at least 70 in the movie. I mean, these
So
ain't nobody
they're about
died.
100. They're about
Right.
Yeah. They're about 100
So
now.
I thought that was funny. And the only thing that I missed out of there is them going back to their old spot,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see them get cussed out by that man again,
Mm-hmm.
And I thought maybe the son might have had a connection with, that might have been, I don't know. I just was trying to connect my own dots for the movie, but it was dope though. Like it was totally dope. I can appreciate it for what it was. all the guest cameos. You know, it made me sad about the James Earl Jones. I was like, damn, that man had a funeral before he died.
Yeah, that's some G
that's
shit.
Celebration of life.
Yeah,
You know,
that's some G shit.
so yeah, man, it was good. It was good times, man. This weekend was filled with, you know, performance and entertainment, and it definitely was dope, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my review to myself.
Why?
Hey, say it.
Did you not? Did you not like?
I saw
Let me tell you.
pretty mixed reviews on it.
I was on I was on the opposite spectrum on that. I thought that the moments where they reflected back and they referenced back was cool, bringing in like the barbershop, all that type of stuff. But as far as
Right.
the story goes with the son and all that bullshit, that shit was whack. Like I just felt like for them to, I thought it would have been dope if they took the storyline of the son discovering Zamunda like they did New York, where they went to the club, they went to the community event, they didn't do none of that shit. It was like, oh, just the compound of this like house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was
I
like,
get what you're saying in terms of like the storyline of the son, because I definitely thought that when he switched into his old clothes, that maybe he was gonna try to sideways develop a relationship and
Right.
then spring it on him,
Yeah.
not just be like, I'm your dad, I'm your father, you know, just off the cuff, you know. So
yeah,
they did kind of miss. They did kind of. Yeah, I think they were trying to do so much that they just gave us skippets, and
That
maybe they'll be a Coming to America 3.
I don't think
You
they
know what I
need to do
mean?
that. I think that
At this point, I think it will be dope. You
I
know?
I think that script was completely underwritten,
Yeah.
and I think that Leslie Jones and their casting and the look of it and the choreography shit, that shit was
Yeah.
dope. That it
Yeah.
looked amazing. That was on point. The cast was dope. I love the cast. The script,
Yeah.
they underwrote for that. They underwrote that cast, and the cast, if you give them a good script, they're gonna elevate it to even better. And I
Right.
think that like the touches of directing that Jonathan Landis had on the first one, I don't know who directed this one, but they didn't have that comedic sensibility of, especially like with musical cues and different shit like that. So like for
Right.
me, that's where it, like, if you look at that first one, that's a classic. That's a masterpiece.
Absolutely.
And that second
Absolutely.
one, it's right where it belonged, to be quite honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not if you got Amazon and you fucking with Amazon, then it's a good chill, get blowed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't watched
little you
it,
dig, but
I can get super baked and
it's
watch it.
yeah, it's not like Disney doing $30 for their latest release. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It looked cool.
So again, mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Mixed reviews.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Because like I said, I think it. You know, they just gave us something. It wasn't like a great execution or whatever. But I like the family value of what they were trying to implement. Now, I do feel like even though her role was small, but I felt like she delivered. Leslie Jones kind of stole the movie for me.
Leslie Jones and Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If they had a better script, give them that script and then let them leapfrog off of a good script. Because when you have really good comedians, if you have really good writing, that shit will like go
Just flow,
bonkers.
yeah.
It'll be so dope. But they underwrote it. And so, like,
Yeah.
you know, Leslie Jones, you're right. She did do her thing in that movie. And that's the reason why I'm like, dude, that casting was stellar. The look of it was stellar. But as far as the writing of the actual script, whoever wrote it underwrote it. And the actors had to rely on a lot of ad-libbing and being just really good comedic actors. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I still thought that it was The craziest thing was that fool was like, you gotta cut the whiskers of a lion. I would have said, man, fuck you and Zamunda. I'm not doing none of that. Dude, that would have been crazy as hell in real life if you think about that. I'm sorry, Amy. I told you a bit of the movie, but that
That's all
happens
right.
when you don't watch it when everybody else watches
Yeah,
it.
my
You
bad.
know?
My bad.
Yeah,
I was watching
yeah.
WandaVision. That's what I was watching.
That's what you were watching, WandaVision?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I was watching.
You know what? When I hear the word Wanda, I automatically think of Jamie Foxx. So in my mind, when I saw people saying they watched WandaVision, like I thought maybe he brought Wanda back into the future. You know, I don't know. The weed be telling me all kinds of stuff. So.
I get it.
The weed do that to us too. The we done
Heck
had
yeah.
we done had THC, liquid THC. We done had edibles. We done did a couple of shots. You know, we celebrating for my birthday, Nitra. So we've been turning up.
Yes, I was saving it to the end to tell you happy birthday. So listen, Amy, I missed your birthday, but I did tell you happy birthday on Facebook. But KB, I also want to tell you happy birthday, man. You know, you turned another year closer to my age.
Yeah.
You're on your way.
She
You're on
said
your
that
way.
like she stopped aging.
She did.
She was like, I
You're
stopped
getting
at this
closer
number and you're
closer.
getting closer to my age. Like,
Yep.
Soon you'll
How
pass
that
it.
works.
Yeah.
Soon you'll pass it.
Hey, listen, 2020 was the year of the holdback. Like I made it all through school without getting held back, even though I was a year ahead. And 2020 came and it held me back a year. So I feel like I'm supposed to be a senior this year, but I'm really in the 11th grade.
I
Like
get it.
because
2020
So,
just like didn't happen in my memory. I'm still confused of that
yeah.
whole year.
Yeah. No, I can't. No. That one has PTSD. I can't forget 2020. I cannot. I will never forget 2020. So, and with me saying that, like on March 11th will be my 12th year in comedy, guys.
Oh
so,
my goodness.
oh wow!
Congratulations.
Congrats!
Thank you.
Congratulations!
Yeah. All that says about me is I don't have health insurance.
Facts. I'm on the same wave, fam.
They're trying to kill us slowly, KB, because we want
Yeah.
to follow dreams. Dreams don't come with health insurance, guys. I just want to let you know.
And that's why we should still wear masks.
Yes.
already. So I'm gonna get out of here because Sunday Fun Day starts at 3, and I'm hosting an event at 4. I'm just going to eat free brunch. Yay!
Nice.
And I want to give a shout out to everybody in the Midwest, Chicago. I will be back on March 19th
It's
at
warming
the
up
Laugh
too.
Factory. Yes,
It'll
that's what I'm
be.
kind of excited about.
It's
I can
it'll be
handle the
about
40.
50. It'll be about 50 degrees. So
Yes.
you know.
So March 19th, Laugh Factory, 7 and 9 p.m. And then I'll be at Zany's on the 27th of March. The 11 o'clock show is the late show, so I'm excited about that because this is my breakthrough moment.
Yes.
Finally making it on
Yes,
Zany's
that's
stage.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
You should have been at Zany's. I'll say
Man.
it.
Right.
You should have been at Zany's. So that's what's
Yeah.
up.
So I'm excited about it. So I, just returned to the stage this weekend, did 4 shows. It was good time, social distancing in effect. I had a great time. It was very very intimidating. But once, got on stage, it's like it comes back to you.
Yeah,
Riding a bike?
muscle memory. Yeah.
That's so comforting. I'm
Yeah.
so nervous.
Yes.
I'm so nervous.
It's gonna,
Don't be nervous.
You know what? I think what the nervous factor was you want to catch up with people. You want to talk about now and you kind of want to talk about then. And then it's like you want to play catch. That's how I felt. I want to play catch up. But I also need to do some old material to bring myself.
There.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Bring me into the newness.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
haven't had
so-
time to like practice any new shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're
You
like,
gotta write and pray. You gotta write and
Yeah.
pray on
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
jokes
no
now.
shit.
It's like, all right, well,
Hey.
hopefully this work out, cause
right. You
yeah.
know what? Before I went on stage, I hugged my notebook and I was like, Lord, this is your will.
Were people
So will be done.
I'd imagine people were ready to laugh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, they were. And they did. We had a great time and I was so excited
That's
for
great.
shows. It was dope. It was good times. Now let me ask you ladies a question before I get up out of here. I got 6 minutes to ask this question. You're at work and your coworker calls and says that they've been feeling sick all day and throwing up, but they're coming anyway.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
So what do you do when they come to work anyway?
Leave.
Where's management? Who is management?
I need to talk to HR management. Like, nah, fam.
He or she has to go.
Yeah.
We should not be coming to work sick no matter what sick it is.
Yeah. We don't know.
Right. That was my whole point. So, just talking the comedy game, and I just want people to be mindful. That was a situation I had. This is my first show coming back off of COVID, and one of the comics is like, "Hey, I'm running late because I've been sick, throwing up all day, but I'll be there."
No, fam,
and
stay home.
Showed up. Right.
Stay home.
And then it shows up. The club still lets her perform.
Oh,
and
fuck that.
And she bombed.
Fuck that.
See, it wasn't even worth it.
Right. So then I was just like so uncomfortable. I sent a text message to the group chat that we just talk about the show and stuff. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm high risk. I can't, if I don't know you got it, that's I don't know. But you're saying that you're not feeling well. So then in hindsight, she was like, oh, I get migraines and I throw up. But you didn't say that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You said you've been throwing up. So she was upset because she feels like I got her put off the show.
No, first off, no. If you're sick, stay your bitch ass at home.
Let's normalize that.
Let's stay your ass the fuck home. If you
I have canceled shows for being sick.
Fam.
Not a big deal. I'm not trying to put my germs onto a fucking microphone and hand it off to someone.
This is
even
a THC PSA, and this is 100% agreement. We don't even gotta wait for a majority. This is 100%. If you motherfucking sick, stay your bitch ass the fuck home.
Doesn't matter
what. You're not proving shit. You're not proving shit, and honestly, that's some inconsiderate.
You're not an all-star employee.
You know what I'm saying?
You're an
Your
asshole.
jokes are not essential.
Yeah,
there's other comedians
you're
there.
An asshole.
You think you're Michael Jordan, Game 6? No.
You're an asshole.
Yeah, we live in a time where it used to be cool to call in sick. Like, no, they'd be like, you still can come to work. You can't do that no more. They're like, no, stay your bitch ass where you are.
Where you
know
are.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, right.
It has never been easier to call off work right now. It has never been. You call in and say, I don't feel well. Okay, stay home.
Yep.
I have to.
Should they offering help now? Look, what do you need?
Right.
So I just wanted to, make sure that I wasn't tripping.
All
what I'm saying?
I'm with you. All professions. If you're an artist, a comedian, you work in an office, you are a teacher,
stay your bitch ass
stay home.
If you are sick,
I don't care what kind of sick. You got morning sickness. I don't give a shit. Stay home.
Okay. Right?
Stay home.
I knew the THC would hold me down.
We got you, Nitra.
We got you.
You better stay safe. You stay safe in Texas, though, boo.
For real.
Oh yeah. You know what? It's now we live in a time where we gotta carry condoms and masks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's right.
we gotta carry. We gotta be this way. So I'm with the shits. It's become the new normal. I can't see my life without a mask now. Shit. Thank you. I'm color coordinating and every damn thing. So let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. The mask is gonna replace the hat. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I'm gonna start a fucking line of masks with the NBA. The NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like just fucking trying. Yeah. Listen, y'all have a good day. I'm about to get in the sun. If y'all could. It's glistening through the building. I appreciate talking to y'all. Everybody follow me on my Instagram, Miss Already, MSALREADY. Also, my podcast, Confessions of a Garden Tool, is still busting. Yes. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I made $17 in monetization on my podcast.
Get it?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get
$17 whole dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, y'all, tune in. That just motivates me. I was like, okay, I made $17 look in about 8 months. But hey, listen.
Hey.
You got to start somewhere.
Start somewhere, baby.
Yep. We're building. We're building.
We're building too, baby.
You're farther than we got. So
Yo, man, you guys are awesome. Y'all motivate me. I appreciate the call every time I call. So I'll holler at y'all later.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. That's nature right there. Make sure y'all follow and enjoy Confessions of a Garden Tool.
Confessions of
a garden tool.
We make her
Of a garden tool. Confessions of a garden tool. A garden tool. Let your hoe talk. Let your hoe talk.
Your hole or your
your hoe.
Oh, your hoe.
Yeah.
Let your hoe talk.
Yeah, you know.
Either or. It's
You know,
interchangeable.
Either
hoe
whore.
stories.
Either
Hoe
or.
stories.
Hoe stories. You know
Never
what I'm
heard
saying?
of them. Just
Never
kidding.
had any.
Never been a hoe in my life.
Hey, do you believe in the hoe phase?
Yes.
Okay. Timmy, do you believe in the hoe phase?
Yeah.
All right. Chat, y'all
But
believe
I
in
don't
hoe phases?
I don't think about it derogatorily.
I don't think about it in a bad way
Yeah.
either.
I don't think it's bad.
No,
at all.
I don't think it's a
feel
bad
like-
thing to
feel
have
like,
a hoe phase.
Yeah, I feel like people need to some it's hoe phase isn't for everybody.
Right.
I will say that. There's some
No.
people
No. Everybody is gonna have a minute where they go through their whole phase. It comes at different ages and stages.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clean up for like the people who hang out in our chat who have been married to the same people for like a long time.
No, but then they gonna go through their whole phase when like they like 80.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when they spouse move on to heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then
you
they
go
like,
into
you
that
know
assisted
what?
living.
You go into the assisted
Bro.
living, start getting that 80-year-old dip.
Do you remember
when
moving us?
Grandpa
yeah.
B
Ooh.
moved out and there was like 7 different old ladies on balconies. Like,
Yeah.
Like waving with their handkerchiefs.
Yeah,
at my grandma.
that's
like,
what I'm
we'll miss
saying.
you, please. Oh yeah, he was
jumping down and parachuting with their granny
Oh,
panties
Yeah,
Man.
fam.
for one last little smooch from
old
Grandpa
people are horny as fuck. I
Yeah.
will say they are. There's like, if you think that STDs don't run rapid in fucking nursing homes and assisted living facilities.
do.
My mom working at Bank Patrick's.
Patrick.
One of the monsignors, one of the priests came back. He was doing missionary work in Brazil. And he came back and he had a bad herpes outbreak to where they had to wear like damn near hazmat suits
Yeah.
to treat him.
Yeah, man. How'd that happen?
He's like 87.
How'd that happen? Old people.
Old people fucking,
Be
dude.
fucking.
They be fucking and they fucking raw.
Oh yeah. Why wouldn't they?
Well, you
They ain't thinking about the STDs. They're like, I can't get you pregnant, Madge.
Well, Agnes,
Let's get it.
Abner.
Okay, Walter. How do you think they be fucking? Like plain old missionary? You got old ladies bending over beds? What do you think?
Fam, like they.
You think old ladies be riding
No,
old
they
dick?
ride the dick in the
No.
lazy boy or the rocking chair. Like one of them big rocking
Reverse.
chairs, yeah, and they just straddle them, and so he ain't gotta do no work. He just gotta rock a little bit, and then it just hit that
All
back
of those
wall.
chairs are motorized now.
It
Like,
hit that back wall. You know what I'm saying? With the-
I imagine the bed that goes, and they just and use the bed to just create all
that Tempur-Pedic mattress.
I
the one-
cannot think of a way that
She be like, put it on 7.
She's screaming numbers. Yeah.
She don't call him. She don't call him daddy. Come on, grandpappy. Let's do
Come on, Pappy.
I just can't think of a way that old people have sex and they don't like risk breaking a hip. Like,
Dude, could you
doggy-
imagine calling like the ambulance like, hey, what he was doing? So I was riding Walter, right?
Oh my god.
Then we heard the snap.
Walter screamed. I wonder how many old people died fucking. Like their hearts gave out. What a way to go. What a
Dude, the
way
blood
to-
was like either to your dick or to your heart. Which one?
I don't know if what they say is true, that if you die with a boner, you keep a boner. But like that'd be pretty dope. They're like, we can't close the lid all the way.
He's pushing a good 9.5 with
Get it, Grandpa? Grandpappy? Good for you. Good for you, Grandpappy.
riding dick saying pappy. That shit's wild.
Ugh. I don't like what I'm picturing. I don't like what's happening in my head.
Nah, but nonetheless, everybody will go through a whole phase. A phase where you just trying out different shit that you like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For women, it takes such a long time to be comfortable.
It depends.
I mean, for me personally, that I feel like, I didn't just have one hoe phase, KB.
Mine hasn't ended. I've been going through a whole phase since 22. I'm like, I ain't never getting off this roller coaster. This is my feet dangling.
All right, we're going around one more time.
Babe, you got to get off now. Nah.
One more time around.
I'm in the front seat of the whole phase.
I want this to be the intro of Step by Step on loop.
I ain't never get out that bitch. How many times have you gone through the whole phase?
A few.
Okay.
A couple, 2-3 times.
Yeah, okay.
There's been different reasons. Like, there's always different reasons for different hoe phases, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. When I was younger, I went through a hoe phase because the attention, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I wanted to be the one in control of situations. Like,
Yeah.
that was my
Yeah.
hoe phase for the longest. I always looked back on shit and was like, I don't have daddy issues. My father is a wonderful man. What is happening?
Yeah. Yeah. Timmy, what about your whole phase?
I love how Adele's head just like whipped around. Like, yes.
Well, here's the thing. I don't
What about
really.
it?
I
didn't have a-
I
I
don't.
didn't
Yeah,
really-
I don't really know like Tim's
And here's the
personal
thing.
life that well, but Tim's a relationship dude.
Yeah, some people are. Some
Yeah.
people are.
And that's the thing. When
yeah.
I say I understand and respect the hoe phase, quote unquote, but literally my hoe phase was probably being with 3 different chicks in like 2 years. That would qualify my hoe phase.
Relationships. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Probably
that'd be-
all A names too. All
Well,
of them.
dude, yeah. When you ride the long ride on the whole phase, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had relationships like in between,
Mm-hmm.
but as soon as I get out of that, it's A. What's popping?
I'm still like, even in whole life, I'm only like a one person.
Really?
Yeah. I don't bang it up with multiple people.
What's the max you've ever like?
Banged at a time?
No, not.
Like what? Where are we going? Where are we going?
No. Whatever. I wouldn't do that to you in
Thank
front
you.
of Timmy.
I
I would
appreciate
not
that.
do that. I would
I
not
wouldn't-
do that.
I have no option. If Timmy's not here, then Sterling's here. What am I?
Yeah.
Who am I going to talk about what in front of?
And what I was really trying to say was like, have you ever been dating multiple people? Like, what's the most people you've dated at once?
I think I've only like, I've never really dated 2 people at once. Maybe I very closely like went from one to another.
Right.
But I can't keep up. I'm not good at, like, I can't keep straight who I tell what now. Like, I'll be like, did I tell you that, or did I tell Tim that? Did I tell
Yeah.
KB that, or did I tell Sterling that? Did I?
Yeah.
Like, so me trying to juggle
Mm-hmm.
that would just not fucking work for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Timmy.
No, I think one time I was talking to 2 girls at once on a dating app.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Pretty spicy stuff.
Slut.
Yeah, I know. I'm going straight
Okay,
to hell.
have you juggled? You a juggler? I could tell you've juggled.
I've juggled.
You've juggled?
Yeah.
How many?
4.
4, KB. What
Karen
are
in
you
the
that
chat says
fucking-
5. Karen in the chat
What?
says 5.
Yeah, she got me because 4, and that was a headache, fam.
Oh, that sounds like so much, and that's women. That sounds like way too much work. I know how much
Yeah.
work I am.
Yeah, I was. It was. I was just young and dumb. Like I was in my 20s. I had way more time to like kind of
Yeah.
like. Thank God comedy saved me because dear God, it was before I started doing comedy, and I think I just needed some shit to take up my time.
Mm-hmm.
And like one chick, she was talking to somebody else, so we would only see each other during the weekdays anyway. So that freed up a weekend. So if anybody wanted to double back on a weekend, it was like, oh, cool. Well, I only see Shorty like on a Tuesday, Wednesday night type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one girl, she was the ending of a relationship. So we probably kicked it like 1 weekend a month type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
1 weekend
With
a month,
texting.
2 weeks a year. She was in the reserves.
Reserve roster.
Kara says 2 of the 5 were long distance, which I guess would be helpful.
Mine were kind of long distance, but they were all in Illinois within an hour and a half.
Okay.
2 hour
So
drive.
nobody's going to run into each other is what
No.
I'm saying.
No.
Nobody's going to like come check up on you.
Hell no. They know better than that.
Oh. Damn. That doesn't mean they won't.
Don't just show up at my crib. No, I was
Do
not
a drive-by.
No, because I didn't lie. I was like, we're just dating. Like you can do whatever. I can like
That's
I was I never my whole thing was like when I was younger, it was more of like, yo, I'm taking care of my side. I'm being honest with you. Whatever is on your side, I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
That's how I operated. But sometimes that you have to care what's on their other side. I learned that lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. My memory is not good enough for this. Yeah, as long as everybody knows what's going on, it's like, it's whatever. So I'm just like, if I had to lie about shit,
it didn't last long. Like it probably lasted like
some fizzle out.
Yeah, they fizzled like one fizzled out like maybe after 4 months, and then by 6 months I was just down to 2. Going back and forth.
Has comedy ever brought you a relationship? Like somebody who's seen you do comedy?
What do you mean? No.
No. Me either. I mean, I wasn't single for the first bit of me doing comedy. But even after that, it maybe brought me a one night stand one time.
I've had people offer things. You know what I'm saying? After shows and shit. But I have not partaken.
The amount of times I have walked in after a show because I've like forgotten something and I've seen like a comedian like making out with like an audience member in a hallway or like on the couch in the green room.
Yeah.
Or like,
motherfuckers be super messy with it. I'm like,
very messy. Why don't you just
I'm not going to do it in an establishment.
Just go to the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, but I've been offered, there's one club and there's some hotels right by, and they're like, oh yeah, we're just getting a hotel. Like, you wanna, and I was like, oh wow, like,
yeah,
no. I was like, I gotta get up for work in the morning.
I've had people try to get me to come party with them after.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, I have to go.
Yeah, sometimes people's perception of comedians is so dead ass.
Oh,
wrong.
I'm like, I work in an office.
Yeah.
I gotta get up at 6.
Yeah, I gotta get up for work, fam. Like,
this is for funsies for now. We're at an open mic. Shows.
nah, I've been at shows where it's like
I don't usually go to shows alone. Tim would usually be with me. There's been a few.
I'm a good scapegoat for Amy. Which, my brother doesn't drink and is a loser and wants to go home.
Yep.
Sorry.
Blame my brother.
Sorry.
What a dick. He could drive your car.
He's too stupid to drive.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. At the Shrine one time, I had a show that was a fucking disaster, and I went by myself. That was, like, you had another show that night. And it was a fucking... I think the 8 o'clock show was all right. The 10 o'clock show, there was a bachelor party there. And the father of the groom was just a fucking mess. And he was like ruining the show for everybody there. His whole party was like completely mortified, but nobody would do anything and wouldn't kick this dude out. So dude finally someone kicked him out. And they like waited for me after the show to buy me drinks, even though the particular bartender working that night never made me pay for drinks, so it didn't matter. I just kept like tipping John with that money, but they tried to get me to leave with them on the party bus, like that I was, that I would be their entertainment for the evening. Like, come on, you just hang out, and I'm like, no. After this dude like fucking ruined my set, you want me to come fucking party with you?
Yeah. I'm good.
I'm good. Listen, I'll follow you in my car. How about that? And then just fucking peel off.
Have you ever gone to party with people after a show, though? Has anybody? Because I've done that a few times. Has anybody done that?
I can't. I mean, I've partied with people at the establishment afterwards. I've never left with anybody like that. I've gone to a casino. I've gone to the casino with people after.
Yeah.
I remember that night I had to leave straight from the casino right for work.
That's harsh.
You don't just go to the casino for an hour.
No, you gotta keep your eyes open at the casino, because time flies.
Yeah,
time flies real fast.
It was light out when I left.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
you pull some vampire shit. Like,
yeah, oops. And then I went to work and worked the whole day.
Ugh.
I was a complete trooper.
But you came home and crashed.
I came home and crashed until the next day. Yes.
Yeah. No, I've gone and post partied with people.
Isn't there a story with this where like you walked into a room with some dude like in his Confederate flag?
That's one of many.
One of many. That might have been enough for me to be like, I'm not gonna do that again. I guess it would depend where I am. If I'm doing a show in Plano, I might not do it. Is that where it happened? Because that would be funny.
It was Plano. But no, I've had it at I had it in Vegas one time, which
Vegas
was really
would
cool.
Be fun.
That was fun. Yeah. What happened was I went out to Vegas. I was living in LA, and I went out to Vegas to do a show on Thursday night, and then the comedian who does Edwin San Juan, he was at Planet Hollywood, and his wife saw that I was in Vegas, and she was like, "Yo, you want to come and do Planet Hollywood this weekend or whatever?" So I got to go do that or whatever. So
Nice.
I went and did that, and after the show, like, he was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm walking out, leaving or whatever, and this couple was like, "Hey, you want to come in, like, you know, like, because I have jokes about smoking weed, and so like, all right, so like when I do certain jokes, I'll be like, "Oh, meet me after the show,"
Right.
and like when I say that, I'm saying it like jokingly,
right? No, but people will, yeah, people will.
Phone slid and everything. So like, yeah, so like they met me, so like we smoked up, we went back to their room. They definitely were on some heavy party shit, more so than I was. And I was like,
Right.
You know what? You know, this is not quite my scene.
I'm gonna get out.
I'm gonna go ahead and dip out of here. And so
I got another show.
Yeah.
What I would have.
Yeah, you know, I dipped out. They were cool. I mean, but like what was crazy was like they started with like the joint, and then the graduation of drugs once we got back to the room was like, oh wow.
You want a line? Want these pills? Acid? What do you want? What do you want?
I was like, yo, fam, no. Like, no.
Vegas is harsh. I met someone in Vegas who, when I was like, oh, I'm going to go to this, I had this spot outside our hotel where I would smoke weed.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you're going to go smoke weed? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, that's cute. I do real drugs.
Yeah,
like,
they be.
I'm sorry.
Dude, they hard drugs should be competitive.
Holy
I'm like,
shit.
fam, like.
I wasn't competing.
I was a cocktail and a joint. Like, that's all I needed.
I just want to sit in the slot machine and get my free fucking cranberry and vodka and then go outside and smoke my joint.
Yeah, that's it, fam. I don't, the other shit, I don't. Dude, it's so crazy. Like, I was thinking about this, like, how many times in my life I've walked into parties with an obscene amount of coke.
An obscene amount.
Like, from different, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, eras of my life. I've walked in, like, into parties that just had obscene amount of coke. And it was just like, dude, like, you know, like, that happened in DeKalb, at NIU.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That happened in Vegas. That happened in LA. That happened in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea that coke, like, is coming back, because, you know, there's, like, this whole...
It didn't go anywhere.
It didn't... Let me tell you something. Coke has never been good.
No.
Like, dear God.
I used to, like, really be not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan.
But once I tried...
No,
once I rode a rail...
It didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
But... and I'm just too unhealthy to do cocaine, like, to make it a habit. I'm just not a healthy person.
No,
but
your budget is not.
that too. But I realized, like, I used to be just like anti, like, I'm like, oh, don't do that shit around me. But I realized if I, like, eliminated all the people in my life who did cocaine, like, I would just be alone.
Fam, there are a lot of motherfuckers who are like smokers. Like, have you ever met somebody and you're like, and then they realize, like, oh, you're a smoker? You're a smoker too?
Yes.
So, like, with the cokeheads, they be like, oh, okay.
There's been comedians who have walked into my open mic and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then they'll disappear for a while with, like, a buddy and I'm like, oh, that buddy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. All right.
You know? And then all that shit happens or whatever, like, and then you have it. And those motherfuckers, like, I realized, like, a lot of them, like, one of the buddies that did that in LA would do coke. I'm not going to name his name or anything like that. Right. But his job, because they drug tested, that's the reason why he did coke. Like, a lot of the people that I know that did coke or do coke or whatever
had drug tests and jobs.
And jobs, and it's like, oh, we want to turn up, we want to be there with y'all, but, like, you know, they don't just want to drink, or, you know what I'm saying, so they can't smoke weed because that lasts too long. So, like, they're like, hey, I'll hit this, you know, this coke,
right,
and yeah, pass this drug test if I gotta take one within a week.
Yeah, there's a lot of tradesmen that do the cocaine.
A lot.
And, you know, I'm an adult. If you do you, I don't care. It doesn't affect my life.
Yeah. Did you hear about that professor that said he was doing heroin as
what? As what?
Like, he was doing it as, like, he was using it just, like, as intermittently or whatever, so that he could prove that, like, you could use that drug and not be a non-functioning person within society. And I always feel like you can be a functioning addict, though. Yeah. Like, if you're using the drug daily, and like if you stop using the drug and there's an effect, and you're like, I gotta quench this immediately, like, fuck all the like, it doesn't matter that, you made rent, you're still but you're still an addict. Like, you're still addicted, fam. It doesn't matter. But he was like, yo, we can do this, like, because now they're doing microdosage and stuff like that with shrooms, LSD, you know what I'm saying, all that type, ecstasy. They're doing all that type of shit. So a lot of motherfuckers are trying different drugs to microdose and see what they can, But I'm like, dude, opium is not that bitch to be played with. I think Buddy got addicted and he ain't trying. He's not trying to admit it.
He's trying to justify.
Yeah, he's trying to justify it. Like, nah, when you saw me fucked up on the sidewalks, that wasn't.
I'm not addicted.
I'm not addicted. I was just taking a nap.
I got tired right there.
Yeah.
I passed out. I don't remember what happened after that.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Jackie Norton from Thornton. It's an illness.
Oh, did you guys see our post on? If you haven't liked our post on Facebook or liked us on Facebook and all that good stuff, make sure you do that. So I was on Reddit and Black people's Twitter, and I saw a young lady, and I'm sorry I cannot remember the name, but shout out to her. She posted that her white coworker said the word nigga.
That's not the funny part. That's not
why you laughing at me?
Why you laughing? That's hilarious.
Follow up.
And then proceeded to panic, pass out. They called the ambulance, and then he woke up and said he didn't know what the fuck happened. He doesn't remember anything.
He Jackie Nortoned them.
He Jackie Norton this shit. This motherfucker really out here Jackie Norton. And if y'all don't understand our reach as the Heavy Corner
I love it so much.
That's how far we go.
That's how I don't even know
A new
where it
liar
happened.
is born every day because of our Jackie Norton episode.
Yep.
He was like, you know what? That's some dope ass shit.
Actually, let me try that.
Nigga.
What happened? I don't remember anything. I don't remember 12 seconds leading up to when I passed out. What happened? What do you mean you have surveillance? That's
Run the
not
tape.
me.
Run the tape so he knows.
That's obviously not me.
No, let's run the tape here. Sean, is this you saying nigga?
I don't think that's me.
I think that's you, and now you
This is
realize
fake.
it.
You doctored this video.
No, we have it. We can rewind it. Look, we have
this
witnesses.
Is clearly
we
doctored.
have
That's
witnesses.
a stand-in. That's Carl from accounting.
Right, he's credible. he handles our money. We trust him with our money. So therefore, yes, we do trust using him as a witness for you saying nigga, Sean.
He's been stealing money.
You're
He's
fired.
been stealing money. Carl's been stealing
How
money.
do you know that?
Carl told me that he's been stealing money. I remember that. I
Oh,
remember
really?
that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Where am I?
Where's the proof?
Who are you? Where am I?
Who do I work for?
Let me call my black friend. This is outrageous. What are you guys accusing me of? It's a deep fake. You guys. That wasn't me. How do you? So did he went to the hospital?
I didn't finish up with the story.
You gotta follow up.
That was all I need.
We need this fool on the podcast.
Because that shit, yeah. I need to know, did this happen in Illinois? If this happened in Illinois, then I think I know.
Then we know.
We know who it is, fam.
And actually, if it didn't happen in Illinois, we're going to check the numbers because we can see who is listening where.
Yeah.
And we're going to correlate some things. We're gonna be like,
our reach is getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's going to be the new thing. It's going to be the new thing. Like, when people fuck up and they lie, they just going to pass out.
Pass out. Seize if you want to.
Yeah. Do some shakes. If you want to add a little sauce to it.
Yeah, spicy touch.
You want to do a little.
Season that chicken.
Do a bankhead bounce with it.
Yeah.
Millie rock it out or whatever you need to do. Cha-cha slide.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
And then, boom, wake up and you're like, I don't know what happened. I don't remember shit. What's going on?
Who said the N-word? Let's get him. Let's get him.
Yeah, I'm an ally.
Fucker. Yeah. BLM. Who did it? It was Carl in accounting. KB, we need to start wrapping up, but I kind of want to talk before we need to address next week's episode.
Okay.
Next weekend is Pi Day. And most of you know that somebody reached out to us to be on our podcast. His name is David Weiss. Don't even bother.
Don't Google that.
Yeah, he's a flat earther. He desperately would love to talk about flat Earth with us.
So what we're doing is we're creating all parody segments.
Not
So-
all. We're going to sprinkle them in.
Yeah.
We're not going to be super obvious.
Yeah.
But we need you guys to like
Mine was As the World Turns was a suggestion
On the
for a segment.
Horizon.
On the Horizon was another
Yeah.
suggestion.
around the globe.
Oh, I thought of one like maybe something about like flat earthers around the globe. Like, oh, what other flat earthers around the globe do you? And just like continuously say around the globe.
Yeah, flat earthers around the globe.
We're gonna go all out. And I don't even know if we're even going to let him talk about.
No, we ain't got to reveal the plan here.
I'm sorry.
But what we will say is that it is going to be an absolutely hysterical, gut busting,
I would
funny
also
as shit,
I would
entertaining
also-
as episode. I suggest, hey, get your
I want some
popcorns.
write-ins. I want people
some
to write in their
suggestions.
questions.
If you have questions for the flat earther,
Send a happycornerpodcast@gmail.com.
like I want to know, is he a fan of Kyrie Irving?
We need to we're gonna leave the thought line open. Like,
Kyrie Irving is a flat earther.
yeah.
Yeah, a basketball player. I'm like, how are you a flat earther and you play basketball?
I don't understand how anybody is a flat earther.
The ball is round.
It's a globe. It's a globe. But when you look at it like this, it looks flat. Isn't that crazy? I want to know. So
it's gonna be a fun ass episode. I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna be nice and toasty, baby. I'm gonna be lit as fuck, cause you know.
because we have to be to tolerate what's about to happen.
No, well, that's how I just like doing the pod anyway.
People want to know what is his favorite shape. He's supposed to be doing his research on the podcast. I said I would send him segments. So
Hey, listen, y'all know us, and you for damn sure know how we both respond and react to shit. This is about to be. I'm sorry.
get ready
There's-
to clip.
There is no way that I can't roast Buddy. I cannot. I can't. Listen, if he come in respectful and cool, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll let it ride. Whatever. But if he come on some like aggressive conspiracy theorist, fam, I gotta roast because like it's in my DNA. I gotta do it. I got to.
And that's fine. I'm not mad about it.
I gotta do it.
I'm not mad about it.
I gotta do it. You can't be wearing a Miller Lite
You're
hat.
legally obligated, and I understand, and I will not stop you.
How you? Okay. I just have so many questions.
Well, he's gonna do the segments just like everybody else.
I'm glad.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good time on Pie Day.
Gonna be a good time.
Pie
Are we having pie?
We can have pie. Yes,
What type of pie you like? She's my cherry pie.
I like all pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What kind of pie do you like?
I love pie.
All pies.
All pies. Turtle pie.
Turtle pie. We're gonna get a good pie.
Yeah.
Okay, it's settled. Pie Day
We're gonna turn up with the flat earther.
with a flat earther.
We will continue celebrating this Women's History Month.
That's right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure y'all support. There's a lot of dope shit happening. I wish I was better prepared or something. I really do. Sorry, you guys. Now what I'll do is I'll put like a playlist on our Facebook and Instagram
Okay.
so that people can check out. I'll do a Women History Month playlist.
Perfect.
On
Sounds
Spotify.
good.
We'll do that. I'll do that.
KB, I hope you had a great birthday episode.
I did. This was fun as shit.
You want to take one last shot together?
Yeah, let's do this. Y'all got to do it in the chat. Timmy, you got to smoke something or something.
I'll smoke something now.
And then we'll get the F out of here. I'm taking a baby shot. I don't want to go crazy.
Oh, no, we won't go crazy.
Oh, I got a couple things to plug,
yeah.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, Tim.
Go ahead, Timmy.
Besides, follow me on Twitch. Adele and I are going to be streaming tonight around 6:30, and I try to stream most nights at 6:30 Central Time. But also, on March 10th, which I believe is the day this drops, the very funny Tony Lazowski has been working on a web series.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to be amazing. They're going to start coming out March 10th. It's called Searching.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on Facebook and look for Searching Web Series.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to drop episodes every Wednesday. And if you watch for a few weeks, then maybe your boy Timmy Blaze will show up in an episode, maybe.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome. Did Tony pay for that advertisement or?
No, I'm plugging the shit out of it because I'm in one episode for like 4 minutes.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to talk about the splits on that.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's fair.
wow. Happy birthday, KB. I'm going to let it slide for your birthday.
Here you go.
Shout out. We got a sub during the stream, right, Tim? Was that
Yes.
from
Chef Shy Town.
Thank you so much for the sub, Chef. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today, this beautiful Sunday.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a great time. We got lit. Yeah, check out all the shit that everybody is working on. For real, for real. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.